Hello, trading is closed on October 19th, 2020. We'll do our disclaimer and go over our calls. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, October 20th. No guarantee it's the right plan. Trade at your own risk. Here's my address. I'm still getting some people I've never heard of who write replies to my channel and say how the people that they follow have made them all kinds of money and stuff. I've never heard of these people. I delete them as soon as I see these things posted. And if you see one that I haven't deleted yet, I would advise you to ignore it. No one should invest any money with somebody who's an unknown, strange person, whether he's on the internet or not. Okay. Look for the pattern with the early high. This is it. Tomorrow has the early low. We said Friday's pattern was negative. We said the only way to invalidate it would be to gap up and overtake the high promptly. That didn't happen. We did gap up sharply, however, and that kills the call for a drop. So even though we had it, I get no credit. We had this target from October 15th. We'll cross it off the list. This is a support level. Support failed. During the day, I thought this had a chance to hold, but it failed. MEJT says this whole thing will retrace. Gives us targets. It says 34.6994. Most likely to print before tomorrow's close, and ultimately 34.9220. Here is your ultimate buy signal. That hasn't panned out yet. MEJT says this drop is a false move. We now have bar 13 of a sequential sell on the weekly chart to go along with the bar 13, these X's count of the combo sell. Again, these things have failed repeatedly, but if they work, and I'm not saying they will, but if they work, should lead to a pretty big drop. Well, here's what the daily chart looks like. We're looking for this wave blue C to be of pretty good size. So far it's not. It's not the, I can count this as an ABC being completed with decent fibs. But I think it's kind of a forced count. I'm not certain it's the right one. In addition to the higher MEJT targets, this is the Fibonacci retracement of the last leg up. So futures are up as I'm recording this, and if we do rally from here, at least we're rallying from a logical place. I'm just not positive that's going to hold, and I wouldn't personally risk any money on this overnight. Well, tomorrow's pattern has the early low. We could gap up. Usually it's a day which is positive with a final hour high. There's really weakness. It typically leads to additional weakness in the days to come. There is support at today's low, not just from the Fibonacci target, but also from some proprietary indicator of somebody else. And we do have higher MEJT targets. Because of that, I'm going to go with my rules. Unless we gap down smartly, I'm looking for higher prices. But I can't rule out gapping down, even though futures are up as I'm recording this. Sentiment indicators, it should be noted, are at levels compatible with a significant top. There are too many bullish people out there. And even though I think we are going to hit new all-time highs before a lot of time passes, it doesn't mean we have to go there in a straight line. So for tomorrow, we have the pattern of the early low. We have support here, Fibonacci support. We have higher targets. All this should lead to higher prices, especially if we do gap up. at least 34.69.94. Just remember, if we gap down instead, smartly, that's off the table, and the pattern's compatible with a lot lower prices. So it's the kind of thing where I would wait for more confirmation that we have that low is going to hold. Not saying it will or it won't. If we do, there's a much higher target, and if we don't, a much lower one. Early low pattern tomorrow doesn't mean you won't gap up. That's today's call.